In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to install a hidden vertical zipper that is usually used on enclosures such as this. So another enclosure would be installed here, and then the other side of the hidden zipper would be installed on that enclosure as well. So this video is going to show you how to do that. However, as you can see here, we've already sewn it. We've already gone through all the steps, and that'll be in the next video that you'll see. In this video, I want to give you some important things to do first before you actually sew on this zipper. So watch that second video, and it'll show you how to construct and to apply this hidden zipper to your enclosure. But before we get started, I want to show you what's important first. As you can see, this enclosure does not have any finishing facing along the top edge, and that's important to do first before you install your hidden vertical zipper here. So what you would do is you'd make some 2-inch facing. This is out of Sunbrella here. You can also do it with a boat top or a stamoid or some other vinyl material. We're going to take this 2-inch facing, and this should actually go in so that it's installed right here along here, and it should be underneath this panel here. Can you get a close-up of that, Janet? It should go underneath this vertical hidden zipper assembly. So this should go on first, this should go on second. Okay, and we'll use double-sided tape, baste it in place here. We'd also, to finish up the back side, we use a 2-inch facing here, use double-sided tape, secure that in place, and then sew down here and down here. So in other words, imagine 2-inch facing being here and 2-inch facing being on the back side. Sew those in place, and then we'll come and we'll do our hidden zipper. Okay. Now, before we do that hidden zipper, there are a couple other points I want to point out before we get to that second video. One is the puller here. This is a locking, I'm sorry, not puller, a slider. This is a locking slider. So when it is at the top of its travel, it will not pull down unless you grab hold of one of the pullers and then pull it down. So it'll stay up here at this top position unless it is actually pulled on from a puller. You can, in this video, we're going to show you installing this is a finished zipper here, and we're going to show you installing the starting in at the bottom. You can also install the starting in at the top. So you need to think about exactly how you want your enclosures, your opposite enclosure, to attach to this enclosure. Do you want it to start here and zip down, or as it's shown here, start here and zip up to the opposite enclosure, which would mean your slider would always be at the top of your enclosure. So you must decide that, and that will determine exactly whether you put this here, the starter here, or the starter here. Okay? Now how they work together on this assembly is we've done it with the starter at the bottom, the slider at the bottom, and I'm going to try to hold this and show it at the same time, so this will be difficult. This is the other half. It would go in like that and simply secure here. Now you can tell we're longer than our enclosure here. This side, after we're done, would be cut short, and we would install a end stop here between these teeth and melt it in place, or use the stainless steel end stops that Sailrite sells, and that would finish this enclosure. Okay, now to determine exactly how many of these you make, this assembly and this assembly, which you will see exactly how they're made in the next video, you need to consider that for each zipper it takes 2 of them. So if you have 10 zippers, you need 20 of these, this assembly and this assembly. So for this zipper, we have 2 assemblies made. That way you can calculate exactly what you need. Additional thing to remember here is that we're going to install this glass right along this edge of the fold. So technically speaking, your glass, when laid up according to how we've done it in the video, will take up from this vicinity here over to here will be exactly 1 inch. So you want to make sure that you accommodate for each section of glass, you need to accommodate 1 inch from here to the center of the zipper. Each glass panel, you need to consider that you need 1 inch less glass to accommodate for that zipper that you will be installing. So from the center of the zipper to where your glass is going to be installed, there is 1 inch of material. So between each glass panel, we have 2 inches that accommodates for that zipper. So each glass panel, when you're doing your pattern, you need to consider that you need to take out 2 inches between each of the glass panels. So you got 2 inches between a glass panel that will have the zipper, the zipper that we're showing you in this video installed. So from here, where the glass starts, to here, in the center of this hidden zipper, is 1 inch. From here to where the glass will start over here will be 1 inch. So from here, where my fingers are, to here, where the glass is not yet inserted, is 2 inches. And that will make a perfect fit for your enclosure. Thanks again for watching. Now be sure to watch our next video, which is going to show you exactly how to make one of these